Are you looking to improve your home or even increase its value? Steve Nazarick says he can help. He's the Director of Sales and Marketing at Kitchen Tune-Up, and we're excited to have you back on First Coast Living. Welcome.
Thanks, Jordan. It's good to be back.
And you know, the kitchen is such a big area that people want to renovate and make better, and even, like we were saying, increase the value of their home.
Yeah.
So how is business going?
Business is terrific. You know, so many people are working at home, right? So they spend more time and they're looking around at how can we improve it. The kitchen being the focal point of the home, they decide they need to do something different. So they get a hold of us through a variety of ways, and they find out about us certainly through our partnership with Channel 12, or Angie's Leads, or Google, or Facebook, or friends, or
word of mouth. Exactly.
Word of mouth is a big part of our business, and or looking at our vehicles driving around town. Our phone numbers are all available for them to take a look at, so they call us, they make an appointment with us. We can see them within 10 days, usually sooner than that.
Wow.
Visit their home. We ask them a lot of questions about what they're trying to accomplish. And then we try to figure out what the best solution is based on what their budget is and what they're trying to accomplish. And then we basically activate the program thereafter.
So you mentioned you could be there within 10 days, but once you get the project started, how long does that typically take?
Great question. So it can range anywhere from 1 to 2 days or so for a refacing project, which is what we're showing your audience today, or it could be more complex with new cabinets and stuff, which might take a few weeks.
Of course, and then you would discuss that with them when they're in the home to let them kind of know what they're going to be looking at.
We're very transparent about that.
So you mentioned resurfacing. Why would that be a better option than, say, maybe painting over an existing cabinet to make it look a little better?
Yeah, well, refacing is a simple solution. And while we do new cabinets and we do reconditioning and redooring, refacing is probably equally as popular as new cabinets are, because it's really simple and really cost effective. It's as simple as us walking into the house, taking the doors off the cabinets, putting a wood veneer over the face frame of the cabinets, putting new doors of the customer's choice, either paint or a wood stain, coupling it with some complementary hardware. Boom, we're done, and it looks like brand new cabinets.
Yeah, and I love the 1 to 2 day option potentially, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so we're going to show some before and afters here. So talk about, because we're seeing the befores here, what are some of the services you're able to provide and that we're going to be seeing when we see the afters?
Well, in looking at this home, there was a real challenge with older excuse me, designed cabinet doors, and they wanted to update them. So, and they also didn't really like the color of it. So refacing was the perfect solution. They didn't want to change the footprint. And they didn't really want to go to the expense or the hassle of having new cabinets put in. So refacing was a perfect solution for us. So she chose a much more contemporary door and went with, instead of the off-white, they went with a really nice light gray and complemented with a new countertop and a backsplash, and it looks like a brand new kitchen.
Very modern,
yes.
And like you said, it's the focal point of the home, and doing any renovation to a kitchen really can, you know, up the value.
Absolutely
of the
true.
home.
You get that money back and plus.
Yes. Okay, so do you cover everything like appliances and countertops too?
Well, we focus on cabinets.
Okay.
As I said, redooring, refacing, new cabinets, and reconditioning. We also complement it with new countertops.
Oh, okay, okay. So what is popular?
And storage solutions.
Oh, wonderful. So you mentioned refacing is really popular. Is that the main thing right now, or?
Well, it's funny you should ask that question, because last year, amongst all the jobs that we've done, 90% of our jobs are either new cabinets or refacing.
Oh, okay.
And it's split about 50-50.
So cabinets huge.
Yeah, refacing is a big part, just as much as new cabinets are.
All right, well, let's talk about the process. Someone comes to you and says, all right, let's get this started. Consultation, obviously the first thing, right? So walk us through that process.
We give free estimates.
Oh, wonderful.
So as I said, that they get a hold of us, and we meet with them, and we ask a lot of questions about trying to find out what they're actually trying to do. Right. They ask us a lot of questions. They oftentimes don't really know what to do. So we dig a little bit and find out what their budgets are, and how do they entertain, do they have a family, do they not, how large is the family, and what their real needs are. Right. And then we come up with a solution. Sometimes it's new cabinets, sometimes it's refacing, sometimes it's a combination of the two to solve their problems.
It's customizable and personalized.
Very much so.
You're not getting a cookie cutter approach, right?
Yep.
So other than that, why should someone call Kitchen Tune-Up?
That's another great question. Well, we get 5-star Google reviews.
Oh, yes, we did talk about that last time. That's great.
For several reasons. One, we're fast.
Yes.
We respect our customers' time and property. We're fair priced. We show up.
Yeah.
And we're on time. Our installers are employees of ours. We offer warranties of 5 years or more on everything that we do.
Yeah.
And we do what we say we're going to do. And at the end of it all, you know, if something happens at the end of after we've installed the cabinets, there's some tweaking or adjusting, we come back and fix it. And after all, isn't all of that what you expect from a contractor in the first place?
You shouldn't have to tell people that that's what you do, because that should be expected.
It's expected,
but that's nice to know.
But not every contractor does all those things.
Right, so you got to be like, hey,
But
by the
we
way, we do what we say, and we say what we do.
Yes, we do.
How can people get in touch?
Well, it's simple. You can just look on the screen and check our website or the phone, or it's on the screen.
All right, wonderful. Well, thank you so much for joining us again today.
Thanks,
I feel like I
Jordan.
learned something new each time.
Good, it's great. Well, it's nice to see you, and thank you for having me.
You too, thank you. And if you'd like to see this interview again, you know, you can head to our website as well.